Well, good morning, darlings. It's Miss Tia. Happy Saturday. I'm so glad it's the weekend. Now, I want to talk to you, darlings, about a couple things today. The first thing is this whole situation about Yani. And did Yani really buy a husband from the husband store? Or did she steal the husband from the husband store? Or does she even have a husband? I don't know. But that seems to be what has been talked about on these streets. Now, I will tell you this. It has since been revealed that when Yani's husband, maybe not husband, first was discovered on TikTok, it's the same pictures that she's put on her YouTube were the pictures that were found on TikTok, in this man's TikTok page, and he was asked if he was married, and he said no. And he also wanted to know what the link was to the YouTube page that was putting his picture and, saying he was married to Yani. Well, we first heard that, his page was cloned. That wasn't really Mr. Yani, his page was cloned. Well, then, it was the twin brother's page. Did y'all know? Mr. Yani has a twin brother, and his twin brother has a TikTok page. And on that TikTok page, his brother wears the same clothes as the picture of Mr. Yani on Yani's page on her YouTube. So they wear the same clothes. They even got the same tattoos. They take this being identical twins. They take it serious. They get the same tattoos. They wear the same clothes. They got the same kind of glasses. So, yeah, they real twins. Well, then it became, it wasn't the twins page. He really does have a twin, but it's not the twins page because it was Mr. Yani's page, okay? But Yani was telling Mr. Yani what to say when he was asked these questions. Are y'all confused? Because Miss T is confused. So I'm not sure. Does he have a TikTok? Does he not have a TikTok? Was he bought from the husband store? Was he not bought from the husband store? Was he stolen from the husband store? Or is there even a husband? Maybe there's just a twin brother. I don't know. What I do know, though, is I've noticed a few things. On Yani's YouTube page, she has some pictures of her in her house because she shows her dogs. She has a really cute dogs, and she shows her dogs. But supposedly, she lives in a really, really nice house, which I haven't seen her house, just what I've seen in pictures. So she very well may live in a really nice, beautiful house. And supposedly it's in an upscale neighborhood in Australia. Well, what I've noticed in the little bit that you can see kind of in the background of her pictures, like when she's taking pictures of her dogs, she has some of the walls have some chip paint and stuff on them. But, that happens, wear and tear in a house, I get it. But I also noticed she has an air conditioner window unit in one of the windows. Now, I know that Miss Tia knows some people because, I have some cat friends and they don't wander the streets like Miss Tia does. They live with people inside their house. And one of my friends that lives with some people in an upscale neighborhood, really it's not even upscale, it's just kind of like a normal neighborhood. But apparently they have these rules, from a homeowners association or something. And one of them rules is they can't have a window unit. And they have central air in their house and they can't have a window unit because apparently these people with these rules don't want it to be seen. I don't know, but they don't want you to have a window unit. So it just made Miss Tia wonder, so in Australia, in upscale neighborhoods, they don't have that kind of rule. They don't have rules on what you can and you can't do. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Anyway, so I was kind of wondering about those things. Then I was also wondering because on, Miss Yani has 4 Facebook pages that Miss Tia was able to find. And on one of them pages, darlings, there's a picture of a man, but it's not the same man with the TikTok. It's a different man. And apparently that was either Miss Yanni's boyfriend or her husband at the time, because she was talking about how much she loved him and how much, this lovey-dovey stuff. But that was in 2018. But then Nicolina say that Yanni says she was married for 10 years to Mr. Yanni with the TikTok. So, was she married to Mr. Yanni with the TikTok when she was all lovey-dovey with the other man on the Facebook page? Or maybe this story going to change again, and it's not going to be the 10 years, because, see, that would make her be still married to Mr. Yanni. Maybe she's going to say, maybe it was a confused response, and it's going to be like maybe just a few years, maybe 2 years, 3 years or something. She'd been with Mr. Yanni, and that she had another husband in 2018. I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know what the truth is. I hear different stories every day, and it's like, what in the world? And then you also hear different stories depending on who you run into on the YouTube streets. Because there's some people on the YouTube streets that say that it's been the same story the whole time and that Mr. Yanni is her husband. But then I wonder, like, that dude on the TikTok page wanted to know what the link and the channel name was for the lady who was posting his picture. Well, if that's the real Mr. Yanni, and he's Mr. Yanni, and he goes by Mr. Yanni, don't you think, like, he goes by Mr. Yanni on the YouTube. So don't you think that if he's Mr. Yanni, he would know Yanni's channel? Like his wife Yanni, he would know? He wouldn't need to ask for the link? Like, does that make sense? I don't know. I sure is confused about all this stuff. And the other thing I wanted to bring up, while we wait and see how this whole Yanni saga plays out, because I have no idea. I don't know what's true and what's not true anymore. But I want to talk about something else. I have also noticed on these YouTube streets that I've been hearing lots of people doing what they call body shaming, where they like making fun of the way somebody looks like. And, I could see that. Like, if you're really mad at somebody, you really don't like somebody, you might make a joke about them and say that they fat, or that they got big ears, or the teeth is yellow, or something like that. Because I see that a lot. And I'm not going to tell you Miss Tia ain't never done that, because sometimes Miss Tia don't like somebody, she get really mad at somebody. She might say something she shouldn't supposed to say. But this is what I wanted to say about that. When you do that, there are people listening, people that you like, but maybe you never seen them, because you just know their screen name on these YouTube streets, and they don't, show their picture, they don't show their face, and so you don't know what they look like, and they hearing you say these things about this person that you don't like. And what if they are overweight, or what if they have big ears, or what if their teeth aren't just pearly white? So sometimes you could be hurting people that you don't even mean to be hurting when you do this body shaming talk. That's just a thought Miss Tia had when I was hearing those kind of things. Just kind of something to think about on this Saturday. So, I guess we'll see if there's any new stories with Miss Yanni. Maybe we'll get the truth this weekend. Maybe not. I don't know. I hope so. But anyway, darlings, Miss Tia, I'll see you guys soon. Y'all have a great weekend.